Hunger's waiting.
Good shot.
Wow.
Third quarter's out. It's looking good for us.
We're a fourth quarter team, so we're waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, King Jordan.
Westbrook again.
I'm starting to get my powers back over here.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At center, Dwight at center. And now, please welcome your new...
Welcome, and with it.
Thank you.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And now, Washington... Starting group. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard. Then it's Ingram. It's T.J. McConnell. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, Paul George is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Reddish. And it's Jones in at the power forward position. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys having an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
And it's George finishing it off.
That's the speed of Paul George on the drive. Amazing attack on the rim.
Barrett against McConnell. And he overshot that one, missing. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. George dishes to Barrett. The feed to Bradley. Barrett trying to free himself up. And Bradley gets it to go.
Well, critical in the pick and roll that you be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
Now, here's Porter. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Over Reddish. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Jones, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's George following the basket by Dwight Howard. Now the pass to Reddish. From deep three-point range, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
McConnell passes to Porter. Passes it to Ingram. Over George. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And it's easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. His size, the long arms, the shooting ability. The D has no clue as to what to do.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. And it's not talked about all that much, but Barrett makes a huge contribution on the glass.
Right. He's aggressive. He's instinctive. He has added good weight. And the athleticism to beat people to those 50-50 balls is important. That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Barrett, no good. Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And there's Porter on the assist from Ingram.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
McConnell against Barrett. McConnell kicks to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. George against Ingram. Offline with his 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And stolen by McConnell. Ingram outside. Here's Porter. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. George passes to Barrett. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch-and-shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
Ingram outside. Shoots from the line, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And it's George finishing it off.
This is how athletic Paul George is, an absolute monster around the rim.
Washington trailing. Now, here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
George passes to Jones. Kicks it to Barrett. Outside Brent. 6 to shoot. The shot by George, wide open. And the Knicks hit again from deep. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Minnesota. Ingram outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingram's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Jones. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, Barrett is a natural-born playmaker, understands when to be aggressive and make the right play.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves, but trying to execute toward that.
So New York ends up going with the new group. And then for Washington, ABC's checked in for Howard. Daniel Gafford comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Michael Porter. Here's ABC. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 14 feet away, and it's Ingram missing. New York's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. From the arc, the shot comes out. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. And there's the drive. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. To the paint. Here's ABC. The Knicks pull it in. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Ingram. The Knicks making the shot. It's good. Ingram's got 9.
Using his strength to absorb the contact and his length to convert the basket. Ingram sure plays with some toughness. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Yes, that goes in. ABC's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
You know, just simple recognition of a size mismatch and going up strong.
Here's Chandler and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Throws it up high, and oh, the block shot cribs it out of the air. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Up top, Gafford. Back to McConnell. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
For three, Ingram. Here's ABC. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Wizard substitution, Day'Ron Sharpe.
Ingram outside. Lets it go from the wing. Count that bucket. 11 points in the game.
And the whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that from mid-range. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Chandler outside. Jacks up a three. Noel. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Washington. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Washington's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Sharpe. And Pirtle pulls it down. Noel passes to Chandler. Noel down low. He's covered by McConnell. For the three, Chandler doesn't go for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Knicks lead by... And one of the league leaders in steals and deflections, TJ.
It's all about just reading the...
He does. He is all hustle.
An undrafted back in 2015. But that energy and effort is what's earned McConnell a place in this league.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Bradley. Paul George is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Jones. And it's Reddish in at the three.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
And Barrett slams it in.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Sharpe. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Sharpe's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make him pay.
Barrett dishes to Bradley. George hacks a two-pointer. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. George has got 11 points. Wizards trail by 5. McConnell with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. For Barrett, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
His first personal.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great shooting to finish through the contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Joe Harris, and it's Michael Porter in for Brandon Ingram. And Barrett has got the ball here for New York. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And it's good for 2.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
Feeds to Porter. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first
trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
At the line for the Knicks, Ty Jones. At the line.
And so Jones nails both of them. And here's McConnell, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. DA, thank you. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Ibaka. Back to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sharp. And the rejection by Bradley. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Barrett. Takes it inside.
This guy can finish with either hand. What a finish from R.J. Barrett.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Passes it to Ibaka. Over Jones. Ibaka, no luck.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And Reddish with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
Man, he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
ABC's checked in for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford comes in for Serge Ibaka. So it's Washington now. 9-point game. To the inside. Shots good by Gafford.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
George against Kuzma. From past the arc. Rebounded by Gafford. Wizards trail by 7. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And George with the stuff.
Well, we know that Paul George understands there's a certain point in the game when he's got to take over, and he's doing it now.
McConnell scanning the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
First team foul.
And George, here we go.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
At the line. 2 shots.
And George drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Porter passes to McConnell. Here's ABC. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. ABC's got his second basket of the game. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
he just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
George dishes to Jones, and the shot goes in.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Pass to Kuzma. Back to Porter, takes the three, and again, Washington with the triple.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Tipped away and stolen by McConnell. And finished off by Porter.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
This one for three. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his fourth rebound in this one. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Knicks. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Washington. Kuzma against Chandler. From 11 feet away. And that one hits back iron. And here's Chandler who brings it up for New York. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
The Wizards with another miss. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Driving the lane. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot clock at 6. And it's Noel missing. Wizards trail by 7. Porter inside. Kuzma. And the rejection by Noel. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. So for the Wizards, Howard comes in for ABC. And Harris subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Gafford kicks to Harris over Chandler. The shot missing. And New York will come the other way. Takes a three. Rebounded by Howard.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Pass to Harris. 1:36 left to play here in the half. And a wide open look for Porter. No good on the three. The Knicks leading by 7. Driving to the basket.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Back to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Chandler scanning the floor. His three-pointers off the mark. Wizards trail by 7. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Porter. There's the three. Knicks with the rebound. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Chandler. He takes it in. And the dunk by Chandler.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
The pass to Harris. Outside, Porter. Pass to Ingram. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Pirtle. Washington gets it back. Shot's good by Gafford.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Harris against Chandler. Pass to Pirtle. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them. Not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
Kenny, your take on Washington so far?
Well, it's never fun. When you're playing against the team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Ingram. And it's Porter at the small forward spot. Here's Ingram. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
And he gets it back. Here's Reddish. Drills it from outside. Reddish has got 8 points. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Trailing here by 8. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Barrett, no good. Wizards trail by 6. Now Gafford. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Ingram. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Knicks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
And it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kuzma finds Porter. And here's McConnell. Over Barrett. And again, Washington, no good. New York leading by 8. There's the drive. And Reddish with the slam.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Down low. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist from Ingram. Howard's got 8.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
George. And it's George finishing it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Here's Ingram. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Reddish. Pass to Barrett. From deep. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's McConnell. He kicks it to Howard. Bradley with some nice D. New York leading by 12. And the wide open shot from Reddish. That 3 off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ingram finds McConnell. Now here's Porter. Back to McConnell. Oh, Porter in position. Here's Ingram. Here's Howard. The pass to Kuzma. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Kuzma's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And as long as Kuzma is able to hit jumpers, he's going to have a place in this league and cash a few paychecks. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Here's what Washington's going with right now. ABC's checked in for Howard. Ibaka comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Harris subbed in for Porter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Knocked away. It's stolen by Reddish. Outside for George. It's stolen by Harris. And they're moving it up. Ingram wide open. And the Wizards hit again from deep. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack goal on the defensive end.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
For 3, Barrett scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let him go to work.
Left side, Harris. Passes to ABC. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's New York with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the dunk by Chandler.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Harris inside. Here's ABC. The Knicks pull it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Guarded by Harris. Out to the right wing. Here's Pirtle. Some nice passing by New York here. 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 9-point Knicks lead.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Into the lane. McConnell. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on him. Too much size, too much length.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's McConnell, and Chandler sends it back.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
McConnell passes to Harris. Kicks it to Ingram. Inside. On the run.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys. Still shaking. Chandler dishes to Noel. It's deflected. Harris outside. Pass to Sharp. To the wing right side. Chandler with the steal. 1:33 left in the third quarter. And Chandler throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Misses the three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this
point. On the wing, Chandler. And stolen by McConnell. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. The Wizards with another miss. The Knicks leading by 13. And Chandler, here we go. Basket counts. Chandler's got 8.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
New York foul.
Wizards making a switch here. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Checking in for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford, Michael Porter Jr. Timeout, New York. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
Here's Ingram. He's got 23. With 4 seconds on the clock, that one wide left.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's a...
And so it's the New York Knicks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Barrett is out there with Paul George. Then it's Jones. Then there's Bradley. And it's Reddish in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Kuzma finds Ingram. Kuzma outside. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock. Shots good by Gafford.
And the shooting has really been there for him today.
but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pass to Jones. Outside, George. Fires from deep. Kuzma pulls it in. Wizards trail by 11. Harris outside. Fires for 3. They get it again. Out to Ingram. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
3 points.
Ingram's got 26.
That's his third triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
And George, here we go. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Out to Harris. Wide open. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris' specialty? I think it is.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Wizards making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Ingram finds Gafford. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
McConnell against Barrett for the 3. Rebound, Washington. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wizards passing it around. And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Brink. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the rejection by Gafford.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Outside, George. Barrett, wide open, he fires. And the 3 ball is good. Barrett's got 19 points.
Challenging this deal with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Ingram against George. Here's Gafford. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jones kicks to George. Driving inside, and it's blocked.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
And it's Barrett penetrating. No good that time.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Going inside, and Barrett slams it in.
The entire offensive arsenal of R.J. Barrett is on display.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. It's a 1-point game. Porter looking it over. For 3, Ingram kept alive. Here's Gafford. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Howard's checked in for Daniel Gafford. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And here's George for 3. Bradley finds Barrett. From outside the arc, the Knicks rebound. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
McConnell passes to Ingram. The shot off that time. Bradley with some nice D. And a fast break now for New York. Jones kicks to Reddish. Back to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Barrett against McConnell. And the pass to Ingram. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
That's from
31 points for Brandon Ingram.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
And stolen by McConnell. Here's Porter. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. New York calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Yeah, that's coming to force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Back to McConnell. And the rejection by Bradley. Howard. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 7 rebounds in the game. A shot by Reddish, no good. Wizards trail by 3. To the middle, here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get them.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Now, here's McConnell. Passes it to Howard. Pass to Ingram. Clock at 6. Over Barrett. Unable to get that one. So New York will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Wizards shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Here's Ingram. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Ingram's got 33 points.
And after playing 1 year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his club, just dominating with ease in these moments. Yeah, nice, strong finish there, nearly a 3-point opportunity.
His third personal.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
That's tipped. Goes up to the stripe and foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double-checking, and the game continues on.
good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And here's George for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. McConnell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kuzma outside. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Over Reddick. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Ingram's got 36.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Jones. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
That's his second personal. Second team.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Brandon Ingram.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
There at the pass to Jones. Count!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Galveston Craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it. Let's get loud, fans. Stand up. Make some noise.
52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Howard finds Ingram. With the drive, it counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And Ingram is always ready to score in clutch situations. A guy you can depend on to give you his best.
Good!
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Your Knicks City Dancer. All right, fans, stand up and get loud.
Ingram against George. Ingram passes to Kuzma. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
On offense, here are the Wizards. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
That's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
The 3. A shot by McConnell, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Michael Porter Jr. That's his second personal, 4th team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
R.J. Barrett, still such a young talent in the NBA, but this is something this young man has dreamed about for as long as he can remember. He has the work habits and the commitment to be great.
From deep 3-point range, offline. And so it's the Knicks with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. PG, congratulations coming into the game. What was the focal point?
Defense. I mean, we still allowed too many points. We got to get better on defense. That was the emphasis coming into today. Defense. It's an area we got to improve. But tonight, our offense got us over the hump.
Any way you get the dub is the good way, so congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.